Hello everyone. In the previous video, we saw about what is a milling machine and what are the parts of a milling machine. Now we can see about what are the operations can be done in a milling machine. So initially, if there is a machine, it is used to do some process, and there will be like different process that can be done. So different operations can be done. So here we can see about what are the operations can be done with the help of this milling machine. Initially, it starts with a plain milling or a slab milling operation. So this is the most common type of milling machine operation. The plain milling is to produce a plain flat horizontal surface parallel to the axis of rotation of a plain milling cutter. The operation, it is also known as slab milling. This operation is to perform the operation, the work and cutter are secured properly on the machine. That is, they have to be fixed properly. So the depth of the cut is set by rotating the vertical feed screw of the table, and the machine is started after selecting the right speed and feed. So this is the 2D image of a plain milling or a slab milling, and the cutter used for that is named in the name of the operation itself, that is slab milling cutter. So for a milling operation, the name of the cutters differ for each and every operation that are done. So here there's a plain milling cutter or a slab milling cutter, and this is how actually the cutter looks like. So these are the two types that actually the slab milling or the plain milling cutter it looks like. So this the main aim of this process is to produce some flat surface. Next is a face milling. So this is also a simplest milling operation. This is performed by face milling cutter. Since the operation is a face milling, the cutter used for that operation is the face milling cutter, which it is rotated about an axis perpendicular to the work surface. The operation is carried in plain milling, and the cutter mounted on the arbor to design a flat surface. The depth of the cut is adjusted by the cross feed screw of the table. So this is how a face milling is done, and this is the cutter. So this is the actual image of the cutter that is used for doing the face milling operation. So this is the face cutter. And the third one is the end mill. So end mill is an operation which is also used for producing a flat surface, which may be a vertical, horizontal, or at an angle in reference to the table surface. The end milling is an operation for producing flat surface. So initially the purpose of this plain milling, face milling and end milling is to produce a flat surface. The cutter used here is end mill. The end milling cutters are also used for the production of slots, grooves, or a keyways. So a vertical milling machine is more suitable for this end milling. It cannot be done with the help of the, it can be done, but the most suitable one is vertical milling machine, where the position of the spindle will be in a vertical position. So this is how a vertical the end milling operation is done, and this is the cutter used for doing the end milling. The next one is slot milling. So the purpose of the slot milling is for producing keyways, grooves, and slots of varying shapes and size that can be performed in a milling machine. It is done by using a plain milling cutter, a metal slitting saw, and an end mill, or by a side milling cutter. So the open slots can be cut by a plain milling cutter, a metal slitting saw, by a side milling cutter, and the closed slots are produced using the end mills. So here this is a closed slot which can be produced with the help of the end milling. So this is the cutter that is used for producing this end milling operation, and this is a 2D image of how the so this is the slot way, and this is how the operation is done using the cutter. The next one is angular milling. Angular milling is an operation for producing an angle surface, that is a conical surface in the workpiece. It may be a right other than the right angle of the axis of the milling machine. The angular groove may be a single cut or a double angle, maybe by varying the angle according to the type and the contour of the angular cutter used. One simple example of angular milling is the production of V blocks. So this is the 2D image of how the angular cutter. So this is one cutter. If we need only one side conical surface, one cutter is used. If we need a V shape, this cutter is combined with another same cutter. So two cutters are joined together to produce some V shape or some conical surface. So this is the image of the cutter used for angle forming. Next is the form milling. Is an operation. Form milling is an operation for producing the irregular contour by using the form cutters. The irregular shape can to produce either a concave shape or a convex shape or any other shape. After machining, the formed surface is inspected by the template gauge. So the cutting rate for form milling is 20 to 30% less than that of a plain milling. So this is the cutter that is used for doing the forming operation, and this is how the forming operation is done in the workpiece, either to produce some concave surface or a convex surface or any other irregular surface can be produced with the help of this form milling cutter. Next is the straddle milling. So straddle milling is nothing but when same operation, it has to be done simultaneously for more than a time in a same workpiece. So if we do the operation first and again remove it and place the workpiece in another position, and if we repeat the same process, it's a waste of time. So in order to avoid that, two cutters of same operation is placed in the arbor, and simultaneously at the same time the two operations also will be same operations will be taking place in more than one place in the same workpiece. So simultaneously when we need to produce a surface in the workpiece of a same process, then this straddle milling is used. So here you can see two cutters of a same shape. They are placed in the arbor and simultaneously the same work is done in the workpiece. And the next one is gang milling. So gang milling means in the straddle milling we saw same cutters, same purpose, we are using same cutters in a simultaneously. Gang milling is two different operations. If two different operations has to be performed at the same time in order to save the time, so by the time the two different cutters are placed in the arbor, and simultaneously the two different operations are done in a workpiece. So this is how a two different cutters, so it may be an angular cutter and a plain milling cutter or whatever the cutters may be, are placed, two different operations, two different cutters are placed in a milling center in the arbor, and two different operations takes place simultaneously in a same workpiece. So the next one is gear cutting. So usually milling means everyone remembers that it is used for producing gears. So the gear cutting is also one of the prominent work of the milling machine. So this is formed by a form relieved cutter. So the cutter, it may be a cylindrical type or a end mill type. So the cutter profile, it fits exactly with the tooth surface of the tooth space of the gear, and it's cut on a gear blank by holding the work on a universal diving head and then indexing it. So this is a cutter that is used for producing the gears. So like this the gear toothed shapes are produced, and this is nothing but the gears. So the next one is thread milling. So thread milling is nothing but to produce threads in the workpiece using the milling cutter. So this is the tool that is used for producing the threads in the workpiece, and this is how the threads are produced in the workpiece. So these are about the operations that can be done in the milling machine. Thank you.